Rush Angeles train station. As the train pulls off, I want to talk to you about what you need to do to retire. Because every day, thousands of people come to places like this and they get on one of those steel tubes and they ship themselves off to go sit in a box for a day and do something that they don't really like. And they're exchanging their time for that. And as we know, our time is finite and it's running out, and it's really important that you get to spend your time doing stuff that you really love. And if you don't want to get on the tube and go into a box that you don't like being in, well, I think it's important to learn how to get out of that matrix, because that's what I've done personally, and that's now what I teach people how to do, how to retire early. And today I want to cover, so there's two ways to retire early, all right? And you can do them both. It just means you'll retire early faster. And if you do one or the other, you will also retire early, I believe. Well, no, maybe not the latter. The former, the first way, is to invest. Okay, and remember your daily exercise. I'm just went in a little cycle here. I haven't got a whole lot of battery. Johnny, what's the crap? What's the crap? Johnny, what's the crack? Johnny Dub. Good to see you on, man. So investing is the first way that I believe, that I know for a fact, that you can retire early, is learn how to invest. And I'll talk about that for a brief little second. And by the way, I'm going to put a plug out on our Instagram and our Facebook. We're running a competition. You can win 200,000 Satoshis we're giving away, plus Retire Early Club membership, which is my club where we basically teach you all the steps I've done over 10 years to retire early. And what else do we give you? We're giving you our Bitcoin Bootcamp, which sells for 250 quid. So you can win all that, jump onto our social media, find the competition post, share, comment, and you're in the draw. So last week, it was interesting because I had personal consultations with a couple of clients, and a couple of them were people that were like, Dinny, I thought investing was scary. I didn't know where to start. You've made this easy. You've explained everything in terms that I haven't been able to figure out in a decade or 20 years. Okay? And these people were always conditioned that investing is really difficult to do, so you should just give away your money. Put it in a pension. You're not smart enough to do this. Put it in a pension, and this lad here will manage it for you. Manage it, and he'll help you retire early. But in reality, what we learn is he retires early and you work till you're 69 or whatever retirement age is. So learning to do this for yourself is so powerful, and investing is the only way, or the best way, the fastest way for early retirement. The reason for that is it's called leverage. Okay? When you get on one of the steel tubes that was here at the start of this video and you go into work in your office or wherever you're working, you're exchanging your time for money. So that's really poor leverage. Okay? Because you've got to work and then you get the money. But like, most people will work 40 hours a week and are pretty knackered, and you know, that's 40 hours that you're missing out on, not doing fun stuff. Okay, so what leverage is you see, your money can work 168 hours a week. So instead of 40 hours a week, your money can work 168 hours a week, and that's what's called leverage, baby. And leverage is the key to getting anything done. Okay, a small effort moved a large distance moves a large load a small distance. So that's what leverage is. You can use it in physics, you can use it in finance. If you use it in finance, you create more wealth. If you use it in physics, you can get amazing engineering done. Okay, so the key is leverage, and that's what investing gives you, is it gives you leverage, because your money works 160 hours a week, 365 days a year. Even on Christmas night, your money's working for you, and it never complains. Whereas us, you know, we want some holidays, and ideally we want to actually retire and let our money do the work. You know, employ your funds is what I say to people. But this guy anyway says, Dinny, you've explained everything, you made it very simple, you've gave me a tangible plan that I can action, and I now understand how I can be an investor and how I can invest. And that's the first way for early retirement, and that's what we teach in the Retire Early Club. But what we're teaching in the Retire Early Club at the moment, and I'm just going to give you a few little nuggets here, maybe explore this, is that as a business owner, I only have to earn half as much money as an employee. Okay, so someone getting paid 100 grand a year as an employee, well, someone getting 50 grand a year out of a business is more well off, much more well off. And a lot of people will scratch their head and they won't understand how, but your one lad's getting twice as much. You see, it's not what you earn, it's what you keep that matters. Okay, and even if you're on the low tax bracket, you're still paying tax for 50% of the year. That means you work January, February, March, April, May and June, not for you or your family, to give that money away to the system. okay? And then you work the rest of the year for you and your family to try and get ahead and retire. And you wonder why the game is so hard, okay? But because of the tax incentives of running your own business and owning your own business, it's huge leverage. And that's why at the moment, part of the Retire Early Club, it's not just crypto related, it's how to retire early. And the module that we're working on this week is all about business and why everyone should have a business, why everybody should be an entrepreneur or have a side hustle. Now, I never said your business has to be profitable, I just said you should have a business, okay? But ideally, the goal is to make it profitable. And so it's really powerful. There's so much opportunities when you own business. A business becomes part of you and it's an extension of yourself, and it pushes you because there's this virus and we all suffer from it, myself included, all the time. It's coming after me, all right? And it's called the comfort zone, all right? And boy, oh boy, I can tell you, trying to run a business or start a business or keep a business going, it gets you out of that comfort zone. And where people go to die is in their comfort zone. And they could be walking zombies for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. Okay, they're dead. They might still be on the planet walking around, but they've died in their comfort zone. And you got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to push yourself and you got to grow and strive for progress, because that's what us humans want. It's not the goal we need, but it's that we're stepping, we're making progress. That's where happiness, that's what happiness is human progress. So that's the leverage of starting your own business. Dinny, I can't do it. I've no time. I'm not able to. I've nothing to sell. I can't understand business. All that stuff is lies you're telling yourself, and that's fine. Okay, but realize that it's all lies. It's all untrue. It's all BS. Okay, because every single person has a business in them. Every single person has multiple businesses in them. I've more businesses in me than I have time or the will to do. Okay, and it's just that your creativity has been suppressed for many, many years, and that's just by the system that we live in. It suppresses your creativity, okay? Oh, I thought maybe I'd be on that camera. I think it's there. Okay, but see those guns, lads? All right. My dad suffers from this really nasty form of arthritis. All his life he has. It's called ankylosing spondylitis. He's in immense pain every single day of his life, and has been since his 30s. Okay? And the pain just jumps around here, there, everywhere. Okay? His joints are basically fusing together in his whole body. And he has a saying, and it's move it, use it, or lose it. Okay? Use it or lose it. That's Dad's phrase. And although he's in pain, he doesn't complain about it. He just gets on with it. Okay, he just keeps moving. He does his exercise. He's had a quadruple bypass, a stroke, and he still goes cycling nearly every day on his trike because he wouldn't be steady on the bicycle. Okay, so you move it or lose it. That's your creativity. Once you start using it, it starts to grow and expand. Initially, you're not using any creativity. You know, if you're an employee, well, no, that's not fair. If you're an employee, you're obviously using your creativity, but it's for someone else's agenda. Okay, but start using your creativity for your own agenda, and initially it'll be difficult, and you won't know what to do. But lads, you can become a surgeon in what, 4 to 6 years? You know, so if you think you've got 4 to 6 years to live, you can go and become a surgeon if you want. Or you can become a business owner, and maybe it only takes you 2 years to learn it. Maybe it only takes you a year. But what if you live for 10 more years, or 20 more years, or 30 more years, or 40 more years? Well, now you have a business. And now you're retired a lot sooner. Okay? Yes, fair enough, full disclosure, you're going to have loads more stress, lots more problems. And you'll go through every entrepreneur's journey. Okay, which is people think it's easy, and then they start a business and they realize that instead of working 40 hours a week, I'm now working 100 hours a week, and you sort of have to go through that. But if you do it right and you suffer through it and you understand that your business is a system and that's a means to an end, to escape, okay, then you can eventually create the business that gives you the freedom and the lifestyle that you want. So anyway, that's just my tip today. If you don't like coming on the steel tubes or wherever you go in your car, and you don't like working, they're my tips. Guys, have a super day. Throw a comment in if you enjoyed these sort of videos, and I look forward to chatting to you soon. Dinny out.